So I'm scrolling, my love. If I'm finding you and you are finding me, it means we are energetically aligned. Okay. There's an energy here about you being tired, out of breath. There's an energy here about like, let's call this in. Let's call this in. Knight of Wands, you're being drained. This is coming out in reverse. Knight of Wands in reverse. Sorry, King of Wands in reverse. And, well, I guess I said Knight of Wands before I said... Okay. We have the King of Wands in reverse and we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. I'm just going to let that part go where I called the card before I even saw it. You are being drained by somebody who is very stuck, and you are stepping into a space of freedom with the Eight of Wands, sorry, the Eight of Swords coming out in reverse. I haven't had my coffee yet, you guys, so please forgive me. So, Ace of Pentacles. My love, if you've been thinking about getting out of a situation, now is the time. The answer is yes. Do absolutely get out of this situation. You do need to get out of this situation because it is imbalanced now for you with the Justice card here coming out in reverse. So what I'm getting here, we have a masculine energy. Doesn't have to be a man, can be a woman, can be non-binary. This energy is extremely how could I put this? They get angry really fast. They can be like explosive, and they have feelings of like not wanting to be around, but they continue to be around. It's like, it's not necessarily a game, but they are extremely unstable. I think this person does want to be free, but I also am not getting any indication that they are working on themselves. Like, they want to be free of their trauma, but they are very afraid to look at their trauma, and they're deflecting. So we have the Hermit in reverse here, my love. So this to me is telling me this person wants to get out of it. They want to magically get out of this, so they're not really putting in the work to get out of these cycles. I feel like this person understands and sees that they are in a cycle that is not serving them. They do have a tendency to get extremely defensive. They can't look at themselves. They can't look within. This is very, very difficult for them. So what I'm getting here is that, like, you do need to let it go. The Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands talks about, like, putting it down, right? It talks about, like, just let it go. If this isn't serving you anymore, let it go, because it's too much responsibility. You need to learn how to delegate, right? So this could be a lot of different things. For me, I'm mostly getting that this is a relationship, but this could also be work related, because this could be family. But it's like you're saying yes to too many things and you're not saying yes to yourself. And you need to say yes to yourself more. Let's pull out this other deck here. Okay. Let's pull out this deck here. Spirit, what else can you say about this situation? What else is going on in this situation? Let's see here. All right, we do have the Queen of Pentacles coming out in reverse. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, this is a feminine energy. Doesn't have to be a man, can be a woman, can be non-binary. This energy is very, very selfish. I mean, the King of Wands also in reverse is very selfish. The Knight of Wands is like just straight up liar. Like, they're not being honest about the things that they love or the people they love or what they want to do or what they don't want to do. Like, they also just don't know themselves enough anyway. But the Queen of Pentacles in reverse is an extremely selfish, like, materialistic person. Like, this is somebody who may have like a spending habit, a shopping habit. I feel like this is where you're at actually right now. You're at a space where you're filling your void, your cup with shopping, actually, with a lot of like consumption. This could also be with food. This could be with alcohol. This could be with sweets. This could be with skincare products, makeup, clothes, Things like that. It's just like we're consuming a lot. Whether or not you actually use it, you want to go out and do it. So this is kind of what's coming out for me. And with the Eight of Wands coming out now in reverse, this is keeping you in a stagnant energy. It feels chaotic, and I feel like you don't really know what to do, because every day you're trying to bring yourself up to a place where you're like, I just want to feel good. I just want to feel better, right? And so every day you're just like in this space of grief and heartbreak and fear and anxiety. Oh, honey bunny. Oh, honey bunny, we don't want this for you. 10 of Wands in reverse again. So now it's coming out in reverse, and they're saying that there's just too much here. You have either recently experienced a breakdown, or you're going to, because you need to start saying, no, I can't, I will not, I need to stay home, I need to do this, or I need to work on myself here, or however that looks, because you do know what you need to do. This is how guides are sometimes. They're just like, they already know, she already knows, he already knows what to do. They're saying that you do know that you need to choose your own happiness. The Four of Cups in reverse is like, dig deep, find that motivation. Accept the situation. If you don't like it, get out. It's okay. Move forward. So they're saying like, you do need to have like a little bit of a push, because right now you are surrounded by a lot of like very dense, heavy energy. I have the Devil coming out here in reverse, and you are surrounded by this. You've been in worse situations, so there's part of you that's like, well, it's not that bad because it came from worse. Like, it used to be way bad, and now it's like, well, this is what I have to deal with, right? And so there's a part of you that's just like, well, I'm going to take the good with the bad. And granted, not every single situation is perfect, but you have somebody who doesn't want to work on themselves, who's deflecting and avoiding. And so your guides with the Devil in reverse, what the Devil in reverse actually talks about is freedom and release, independence. It talks about realizing that I don't have to be in this like addictive energy or oppressed energy. Like, you can reclaim your power. You can reclaim your control of the situation, and you can give back to yourself. Oh my gosh. So I'm getting that with the Six of Pentacles, you have come from you have a lot of trauma in your childhood. Yeah, King of Pentacles in reverse. You're used to somebody who's way worse than this King of Wands in reverse, but they have very similar energy. It's not entirely all that different. King of Pentacles in reverse doesn't have to be a man, can be a woman, can be non-binary. This is a very greedy, materialistic, wasteful, and chauvinistic person. They're very possessive, and they're very poor with financial decisions. They're kind of like explosive in their tantrums. And then here we have the other King of Wands. They're trying to show you that this person from your past, you have called back in. This is what you're dealing with before. So when you were a child, you couldn't make decisions. Now you're an adult, you can make decisions. So they're saying, this is an opportunity for you to show the universe, I reject what no longer serves me. So this is the opportunity to tell the universe, I don't want that. I send it back. I don't want what no longer serves me. I want what's for me and my highest good. So they're saying you don't have to pour yourself into work like a workaholic. You don't have to like feel like this is it. This isn't it, okay? Spirit advice. Advice, Spirit. So if you have the Two of Wands, they're saying, we know that you're at an indecision. We know that you're at an impasse. You do have the Star in reverse. They're saying you don't need to be hopeless, my love. Four of Pentacles. I almost wonder if they're saying that like the advice here is just like, you could either be at an indecision and hopeless and like possessive about the little that you have, like the little joy that you have, because there are some things here that you're just like, I will not let that go. Like, I'm hearing that you are spending on things that, like, they're showing me money. They're showing me like pentacles, right? And they're showing me how, like, there are some things that you like will go out and get and you're like, this is mine, I don't share. And they're also showing me like in other situations where like you're waiting for something to pan out. Are you waiting for somebody to show up? Nobody's coming, my love. Nobody's coming to save you. That's not how this works. You're feeling very left out in the cold, and we have the hidden energy here of this powerless energy, the Chariot in reverse, like very directionless. But I feel like you're waiting for somebody to come out and save you. Not my love, I'm so sorry, but nobody is ever going to come back and save you. Nobody's coming. Nobody's coming to save you. You have to be the one that digs deep. You have to be the one that shows the universe, this is what I want. Because all of that energy of you being saved, it's gone. They're saying, step into this Queen of Swords energy now. Oh my God, look at this. The Eight of Swords, again, in reverse. This is about freedom and release. This is about taking back your energy, and that's what they're saying. That's what they said here with the Devil in reverse. They're saying this is all about freedom and independence. This is all about discovering, rediscovering yourself and releasing, reclaiming the power of your own. Reclaim control again. And if somebody comes in and saves you, you won't know your worth and you won't know how strong you are. You won't ever know it. So they're saying you have survived 100% of your days. 100% of all of your worst days. And they're saying, well, this is very difficult. This isn't the worst thing that's ever happened to you. You've been through harder things. And so they're saying with the Queen of Swords here, the Queen of Swords, I love her. This energy, again, doesn't have to be a woman, can be a man, can be non-binary. But the reason why I love this energy so much is because there's so much mental clarity that comes in. Like, it's like I have sat with myself, I have evaluated myself. I have figured out what I like and what I don't like. I have figured out what I can live with and what I can't live with. And I have figured out that I don't want to live with this. And so you start to communicate with clarity, with wisdom. And it's almost to the point where I feel like you're going to start like talking. People are going to be like, where did she come from? Where did he come from? Where did they come from? Oh my gosh. And then you're going to be all of a sudden sitting in this place of joy, success, community, celebration, and stability. Stability. What? Because all of the chaos would have been behind you. Let them talk. Let them talk. Let them judge. Let them try to figure out what is going on with you. Why did you change? All of that stuff, because they are the ones without any cohesion. They are the ones that lack teamwork. They just want, oh my love. You're working with so much energy here. You have a lot of timelines ahead of you. Okay, you have a lot of choices. You can choose yourself. You can choose to rest. You can choose to recuperate. You can choose to accept less. You can choose to accept less if that's what you really want to do. But I'm here to tell you that you're worthy of all of it, and you're worthy of more. You're worthy of your wildest dreams. You're worthy, and they do happen. But that's just going to take a little bit of introspection. That's going to take a little bit of thought. It's going to take a little bit of effort. You got to find yourself again. You got to find yourself again. It's worth it. I promise you it's worth it. I love you.